Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Nadeau with you as we wrap up another four-day race week. The big Saturday card, we had the two Royal Ascot qualifiers, and we paid out the Rainbow Six. So we start anew today on the 9-race Sunday card. The Rainbow in race number 4, and the feature, Mr. Steele, $75,000 on the turf. A little later on in the card, we'll send it upstairs to track announcer Pete Aiello for your course and weather conditions.
Racing at Gulfstream. Poor beginning for Baltic Mule. Quick beginning for Jaeger, and he's cleared the inside traffic already from Chaplin, who moves up on the outside to take second. Free Smoke is 3 wide. Down at the inside and last shift with Mr. Rhodium, and out the back Baltic Mule. They run to the half-mile point, and on the inside, it's still Jaeger with a narrow lead, but right alongside is Chaplin from second. Mr. Rhodium looks for room between horses, up 3 wide, Free Smoke. Last shift is at the rail, getting a good trip, but he needs a way out. A long way last is Baltic Mule as Free Smoke goes on a 3 wide blitz toward the top. Free Smoke now takes the lead with a quarter of a mile remaining with the benefit of the inside. Jaeger tries to counterpunch. Chaplin's working harder between horses. Then last shift in Mr. Rhodium. They straighten for the drive. On the inside, Jaeger fights to hold it. Free Smoke with no excuse. He's down the center. Loose and charging Mr. Rhodium. Final eighth of a mile. It's Free Smoke for a narrow lead, but Jaeger's battling hard. Jaeger battling back at Free Smoke, but Free Smoke gains the upper hand. Free Smoke for the money over Jaeger second, Mr. Rhodium third, well clear of last shift fourth in the Gulfstream opener. And they're off. Bounced around a bit at the beginning were Apple Lover and Gratia. Trotting Gear away cleanly and quickly and right to the early lead from Bonnie Sandra, who's in hand second. Up the inside, that's Quick Style, who joins the top flight. She's up on the inside to join third. In between horses in Subtle Senorita, 2 back to Apple Lover, then Lady Bourbon, and Gratia is last. Out of the chute onto the main track, less than 6 furlongs from the finish. Trotting Gear and Angel Morales on top, a length and a quarter. Out in the center, Bonnie Sandra is now second. Subtle Senorita is third. Quick Style fourth at the fence. A gap of 4 more to Apple Lover, who races by herself 6 lengths off the speed. 2 better than Lady Bourbon, and Gratia is last. 24-1 for the opening quarter as they head to the half-mile point. Trotting Gear left alone up front with a 2-length lead. Bonnie Sandra is second. Quick Style is third. Subtle Senorita is now fourth. A gap of 4 more to Apple Lover, then Lady Bourbon and Gratia. Around the far turn through a 47 2/2 mile, Trotting Gear still has the lead. A bit closer second is Bonnie Sandra. These two have 6 on Quick Style, who's now third. Subtle Senorita is racing in fourth, trying to run home from the back is Apple Lover as they reach the top of the stretch. On the outside, Bonnie Sandra toward the inside, Trotting Gear. These two continue to spar after 3 quarters and 13 2. Trotting Gear is still in front with the benefit of the inside. Drifting out in the center is Bonnie Sandra. She didn't do herself any favors there, but she's trying to power forward. Quick Style is next and trying to run home a touch. They come past the 8th pole. Down the center, Bonnie Sandra takes the lead. Trotting Gear is back to second. Quick Style is third at 9 2. Bonnie Sandra finding what she needs, and Bonnie Sandra wins going away. Trotting Gear second. Quick Style third. Then Subtle Senorita, Lady Bourbon. 3 by 4 and moving away. And they're off. Good start from between horses for Grand Rock, who heads off for the early advantage. English Bob and splitting horses Quincy Cafe. The coldest away in good shape. He's out in the clear on the outside. Cajun Hope is nearest the inside. Then back at the rail, it's Copper Master. He's beaten for speed. And the trailer a long way early is Hexagon. In the run to the half-mile point, the leader is Grand Rock and Jaramillo in front to half a length. Quincy Cafe perched on his flank while racing in second. Cajun Hope sliding through at the rail. The coldest is 3 wide. English Bob between them. 4 more to Hexagon and Copper Master at the back. 22 and 4 for the opening quarter mile, and here's DeColdest, 3 wide, and let go for a run. Quincy Cafe tries to quicken with him. These two at the 5/16, now a neck apart. That's all for Grand Rock. Splitting horses Cajun Hope, outside English Bob. Running home from the back is Hexagon. Copper Master with him. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. They move past the quarter pole and half mile in 46 and 3. With the advantage, it's Quincy Cafe, and Leonel Reyes shakes him up for the drive, and he kicks. And now he leads by 3. Down the center, Hexagon from between Copper Master. Coldest is right there with English Bob. 16th to go. Quincy Cafe trying to get home. Copper Master trying to pick him up. Copper Master closing good ground, but Quincy Cafe is home a winner. Quincy Cafe beats Copper Master by a neck in 1:11 and 4. And they're off. From the center, Charles Chrome away the quickest, and he'll look to clear the inside traffic. Moving out the inside, Novigrad the Great is up the challenge. Away in third, Cashier Check together with Vladislav. The gray Light Fury saves ground toward the rail. Second last is Indy Lion. The early trailer is Cartano. In the run to the first turn, it's a lively early pace, and the leader, Novigrad the Great, he has the lead, but Charles Chrome is applying constant pace pressure in second. These two going quickly. They've opened 5 on Cashier Check, who's now third. At the rail, Light Fury under a hold in fourth from Vladislav, 3 wide fifth. Indy Lions in the red colors 6th at this stage, and Cartano was last. The quarter time was 23 and 1. Down the backstretch they go. The leader now is Novigrad the Great. He's clearly in front. He bumps the margin to 4 over Charles Chrome in second. Cashier Check is now third, moving at the inside. Light Fury out in the center, Vladislav. Cartano begins to improve for Perez. He's got an inside lane, and Indy Lion shuffles to last. 46 seconds for a strong half mile as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Novigrad the Great has the lead by 2. At the rail, Light Fury spies an opening toward the rail, and he's going on the attack. 3 wide Cashier Check, 2 path Charles Chrome. Cartano's following the move of Light Fury. Vladislav is deep on the course. Indy Lion is last of all through 3 quarters and 10 flat. They're at the top of the stretch. Novigrad the Great has the lead. Cashier Check trying to tighten up Light Fury as Light Fury tries to go between horses. Back to fourth in Cartano. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Now it's Cashier Check and Cartano who kick on. Novigrad the Great right back at him from the inside. Cartano down the center for Edgar Perez, and Cartano's a 6-1 winner going away. Cartano beats Cashier Check, Barboza 1-2. Third was Novigrad the Great. Light Fury's fourth in 1. And they're off. Excellent start for Notary Sojak, and he's fresh off the shelf and clear a length and a half early. Second is Rock the Weekend, and on the outside it's Enzo's World, and Impetuous Soul finds himself toward the rail fourth. The 2 at the back are Brooklyn Dreams and Ember. In the run to the first turn, Lionel Reyes and Notary Sojak settle in on the top end. They lead by a length and a quarter. Enzo's World, the nearest pursuer, second. Rock the Weekend is third. Impetuous Soul is there fourth ahead of Ember, and Brooklyn Dreams is last. It's a pretty reasonable early pace. The quarter time was 24-4. The leader is Notary Sojak to the backstretch run. He's a length and a half in front. Enzo's World is on a nice hold from Camacho Jr. in second. Rock the Weekend is now third. Impetuous Soul at the rail fourth. This favorite Ember, he's in the white and red colors second last, and the trailer is Brooklyn Dreams. Less than 5 furlongs to negotiate. Notary Sojak still the target. He leads by a length and a half. Enzo's World is second. Rock the Weekend is in the clear through a 49 4/2 mile. Impetuous Soul is at the rail. Ember works between horses, and Brooklyn Dreams is last. Into the far turn they race. Now they have 3 furlongs to go, and Notary Sojak still has the lead, but a closer second is Enzo's World. Impetuous Soul is next. Ember starts to make some progress. He's in the 2-path. No excuse for him at this point with 5/16 remaining. Rock the Weekend and Brooklyn Dreams toward the back after 3 quarters and 14-2. They're at the top of the stretch inside a quarter of a mile from home. Notary Sojak still has the lead. Enzo's World continues to badger. Impetuous Soul and Ember are next. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Lionel Reyes asked Notary Sojak to go to work, but Ember's charging at him on the outside. Here comes Ember at Notary Sojak. Ember surging forward. Notary Sojak is back to second, and that's where he'll finish. Ember in front. Ember wins going away. Notary Sojak does cling to the place from Brooklyn Dreams third, and fourth was Enzo's World in 145-1. And they're off. Bad bobble at the start from Dude's First Darling. Quick break from the center from Dove in Charge, who heads off for the early lead. On the outside, Sophia Storm driving through at the rail. Here's Awesome Anne Marie on the Did You Go Now. She's up to challenge for control. There's not much pace on early. Rain is behind the speed, then Miles of Smiles, and the trailer is Dude's First Darling. They head to the half-mile point, and Dove in Charge challenged inside by Awesome Anne Marie. Awesome Anne Marie for a neck advantage. 3 wide Sophia Storm behind the speed. Fourth is Rain, then Miles of Smiles, and Dude's First Darling. Around the far turn they go. They went just 23-1 for the opening quarter, and the leader is Dove in Charge. She's in front and edging clear a touch now from Awesome Anne Marie in second. Gonzalez looks like he wants to angle outside of this new leader. Back to third and Sophia Storm. Back to fourth and Miles of Smiles as they reach the 5/16. Now angling off the inside was Awesome Anne Marie, but she's in tight between. Moving 3 wide Sophia Storm, 4 wide Miles of Smiles from the inside. Dove in Charge. They straighten for the drive. 46-1 for the opening half mile. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. Out the center, Miles of Smiles tries to track down Awesome Anne Marie, who drops back to third as Sophia Storm takes over. Sophia Storm engaged outside by Miles of Smiles, who surges forward. Miles of Smiles and Sophia Storm. Sophia Storm battled back gamely. That's a win photo between Sophia Storm and Miles of Smiles. They finished very close together, 117-4. Racing in the Mr. Steele Stakes. Fredo from up between horses, ridden for the early lead, and he'll get it from an inside running Grand David, who's away in second. Up to the outside, Saratoga Flash is now third. Me and Mr. C is at the rail with Value Proposition out a bit deep, then Max KO and Candy Tycoon. They pass the wire the first time. Grand David has rail position. Fredo is alongside. Nice stalking trip here for Saratoga Flash. He races from third. Wide to the first turn went Value Proposition. Me and Mr. C stayed parked at the fence. In between horses, it's Candy Tycoon, and 3 wide at the back is the trailer Max KO. 24-2 for the opening quarter. Fredo's left alone up front as Grand David was hard to handle around the turn, so Fredo now leads by 3.5. Saratoga Flash is second. From the outside, Value Proposition is third. At the rail, Me and Mr. C is improving in traffic. Back to the inside and Grand David, then it's Value Proposition with Max KO and Candy Tycoon. They went 48-1 for the opening half mile. Half a mile to race in the Mr. Steele Stakes. The leader is Fredo, but his strides are shortening. Here's Saratoga Flash moving boldly to the leader now second. They've got Me and Mr. C locked in toward the rail. Getting started ahead of him is Max KO. So Safi Joseph Jr. now going to be 1-2 in about 4 strides. Driven next at the rail, Me and Mr. C. Value Proposition is after him, and they're at the top of the stretch. Quarter of a mile left to go, and the showdown is on. Saratoga Flash, or on the outside, Max KO. At the rail, it's Fredo, then Me and Mr. C. There's an eighth of a mile to go. With the advantage, Saratoga Flash. Max KO is second. Me and Mr. C levels off to try to get into third. Saratoga Flash responding here. One more surge from Max KO. Saratoga Flash, Max KO! I think so. Max KO outside of Saratoga Flash. Then Me and Mr. C in 142-2. They're off. They're off and running. Good start inside for I'll Figure It Out. Sent between horses. Loudmouth is on the go. Wide on the course in Tone Feelin'. Away in fourth is Rhymes Like Dimes. Then Mr. McQuay. The early trailer is Certico. The early leader is still Loudmouth. He's a neck in front. At the rail, that's I'll Figure It Out. 3 wide in Tone Feelin'. These 3 across the course. Rhymes Like Dimes getting a nice trip behind the speed. Outside of him and Mr. McQuay. And 4 to the trailer is Certico. The opening quarter was 22-4 as they make their way to the half-mile point. Loudmouth and Jaramillo on top, 3 parts of a length. Tone Feelin' second at the rail. Third is I'll Figure It Out. 3 wide in fourth, and Mr. McQuay. Rhymes Like Dimes has to pick it up from there, and the trailer is Certico. Around the far turn they go, and up front, Loudmouth tries to brave it up. He leads by a length and a half. Tone Feelin' is second. On the outside, Mr. McQuay is now into third. That's all for I'll Figure It Out. Rhymes Like Dimes had a good trip but could do nothing with it, and the trailer is Certico. So we're down to 3 chances here, a quarter of a mile from home. Loudmouth is the leader. Tone Feelin' on the outside. 3 wide and coming on is Mr. McQuay, trying to rally for a little bit more as I'll Figure It Out. Then Rhymes Like Dimes. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Loudmouth's empty here. Taking the lead is Tone Feelin'. Back for more inside, I'll Figure It Out. Down the center and Mr. McQuay, final 16th of a mile. Tone Feelin' driven out by Angel Morales, and Tone Feelin' is in front. Tone Feelin' wins by 2 in the end. Mr. McQuay was second. Third, I'll Figure It Out, then Rhymes Like Dimes. runners away. Good start for Solardi, who heads off for the early lead. Adios Asher's going to run with him. Unsociable off the speed today. Richie moving up into purple on the far outside. Saving ground is Executive Search third last. Point Liam is second last. And left behind early is Viva Victory. Half a mile from the finish. The leader is Solardi in front 3/4 of a length. On the outside, Richie is second. Adios Asher is now third from Unsociable, who's in fourth. Length and a half to Executive Search, 3 better than Point Liam. And the trailer is Viva Victory. Around the far turn, 1/4 of a mile from home. Stacking up front. 3 wide Unsociable. 2-path Richie. At the rail Solardi. Adios Asher is with them. Executive Search is going to wheel for a run as they straighten for home. It's still Solardi with 1/8 of a mile remaining. Richie takes his shot on the outside, trying to split the horses is Adios Asher. Down the center in Executive Search. Solardi's almost there. Richie is running out of time. Adios Asher's out kicking him. Solardi close to home. Solardi wins. Second, Adios Asher. Third, Richie. Fourth, Executive Search, then Point Liam, 56-1.
That's a wrap on the 9-race Sunday card. We'll take a few days off. We'll be back with you on Thursday. 8 races and a 12:50 post to kick off Preakness Week. Second leg of the Triple Crown up at our sister track in Pimlico. We'll have news and updates and all sorts of good stuff for you all week long. Hope to see you out here at Gulfstream Park on Thursday.